Yeah, you already know what it is. Lethal Talent 24, dive bombing at you with some Eagles content. Let's go.
What can I say? What can I say that we don't already know? Yeah, we lost the game. We lost to the Seattle Seahawks. But I'm going to say this. And although it wasn't ultimately the reason why we lost, because there were some plays that needed to be executed better, there were things left on the table, the coaching, the play calling, or what have you, was not great in the situations we needed. But for Jadeveon Clowney, and I'm going to call it like it is, it was a bitch hit. He was, at the beginning of the game, trying to take out Wentz, hurt Wentz, hitting him late, especially in the small of his back. It was like he was going for weak spots that he knew he had. Forearm into the small of the back, where his back was broken last year. And then you going to take your shot, diving your head forward and making sure you have head-to-head contact with the back of Wentz's head. And as soon as that happens, his head hits the ground. The NFL, they always talk about player safety. It was okay. It was okay for them to look after Russell Wilson. But it wasn't okay for them to look after Carson Wentz. Jadeveon Clowney is a bitch for doing that. I'll call it like I see it. And there's some Foles fans or all other Eagles fans that are talking about, see, Wentz is injury prone. You got other people on fan bases that are not even in the playoffs talking about see, Wentz is injury prone. I'm sorry. The last time I checked, it takes trauma to cause that kind of injury. Blunt force trauma to the head. It's not like it was trauma to the knee or trauma to the ribs or traumas to the back. It was a straight up hit to the back of the head. I don't know any person in the NFL that can take a hit to the back of the head like he did and come out okay. Again, that wasn't the reason why we lost this game, though. Josh McCown, he tried his best, but ultimately he couldn't come through. One, it was that play with Miles Sanders. The ball was terribly thrown. He held on to the ball way too long instead of throwing it away, which on one play he did actually throw it away, but he was just taking sacks. But the ball he threw to Sanders was terrible, and Sanders took his eyes off the ball, not looking it in all the way through, and he drops it. Doug Peterson, I was always saying this throughout the entirety of the game. If it's 4th and short in their territory, 4th and 1, 4th and 2, you go for it. Jordan Howard was not anywhere on the field, but he should have been used as our power back in those situations if you were going to do it. But since you had chances to put points on the board, he didn't take it. 4th and 7, that should have been a field goal play. Oh, man. 4th and 4, should have been a field goal play. You put the pressure on them. They had to play a damn near perfect game in order to make sure that they win the game. The pressure is on Seattle at that point. If they're only up by 5, yes, we have to score a touchdown, but the pressure is on them. If we get another 3 points from that one drive that we failed on, then we still got 3 timeouts. They still have to drive down the field, and we can stop them to maybe, potentially win the game by scoring a touchdown. But we didn't. Jim Schwartz, going to the defense, Jim Schwartz putting Jenkins in spy situations is not smart. Yes, he got the sack. Jenkins got the sack on that one delayed blitz. But you're supposed to give these guys safety help, and you didn't. And you've been doing this all year. The coaching, the play calling, or what have you, was terrible in those situations. Jenkins should not have been, as soon as you stop the run, that should have let you have Jenkins dropping back into the backfield. McLeod, nobody, that should have been protection, because DK Metcalf, who we should have drafted, and I'm saying this again, I said it in the first Seattle game, I'm saying it here. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside was nowhere to be found except for one play. DK Metcalf out there making plays. Seattle owns us. And we kept killing ourselves. The coaches, they kept everything they did, it just seemed like it backfired on them. And credit to the Seattle Seahawks defense, credit to Seattle Seahawks and their offense. They came, they did what they did, they executed when it came down to it, and that was it. It was in game, man. It was done. But for anybody that says, you sitting there saying one and done, and watch a little Cop Pizzle's little trash video or whatever, talking about, oh, Eagles are one and done, ha! Yeah. You can laugh it up. You've been swept, I don't know how many times each year. You've been in trash. You've been the bottom of the division each year. There ain't nothing for you to be excited about. Really, there isn't. Cowboys fans happy. Oh, you on the couch, you on the bench, or what have you. Yes. But you on that little spot of the couch where nobody else belongs. You on the island by yourself. We the champs, though. Don't forget that. NFC East champs. It doesn't matter if it's a little division title, what have you. If you just, you're going to be happy about a division title? Yes, because I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why I'm excited. You know why I'm excited? Because we had nothing but practice squad players. Nothing but backups. Nobody that started the season. And we made it to the playoffs. We beat each and every one of y'all for the division title. We did that. We came up. We did that. Nobody expected us to. They expected the Cowboys to go to the Super Bowl, or their name was mentioned. And did you see them in the Super Bowl? Did you see them in the playoffs? Where are they at right now? On the couch, right? They're on the bench. Yeah, we just got there. But remember, you guys are on an island. A small island in the middle of the ocean where Jacques Cousteau has to come find y'all. It ain't hard to find us. So don't forget who's the NFC East champions up in this bitch. Everybody can talk that trash. You can be happy. And I knew you guys were going to be happy. That's up to you. It's cool. It's cool for you to be happy that you have somebody else to join you in your pit of misery. But you know what? You're wrong. Because we have everything. Look at this. I'm beating on my chest right now. We have everything. Every reason to hang our heads up. To keep our heads up. What do you guys have? Nothing. So take your little pessimistic personalities and continue to be on that island with everybody else in that misery puddle or island, misery island. That's where you are right now. And although this hurts, this does hurt us as a fan base, we'll be okay. We gonna be all right. Because next year, I have a feeling it will not be like this. And for you Cowboys fans, you happy? Just remember this. You fired your coach, but that doesn't mean you can't get worse. You get a worse coach in there, you go from 8-8 to being, no, you're not good, you're not bad either. You know what I'm saying? You're not good, you're not bad. You just in the middle, you in purgatory. You go from that to possibly a 3-13 team. There's no way we could do that with Dak. Zeke. Yes, Dak is trash, and Zeke is on his decline. So is your O-line. Your O-line's getting older. And then you got to worry about the coach calling the bad plays. Just remember, you're not in a good position. Giants fans, you're not in a good position. And I haven't heard anything from Redskins fans, but they already know since they hired Ron Rivera that their owner has messed up everything for them in the last 10 years. And we already know Cowboys fans don't really like Jerry Jones. So I want to hear that. Just remember this. Next year is definitely going to be the telltale season about the Philadelphia Eagles and whether or not they run away with this division. Because the only thing that's certain is the Eagles in the division. Because we have a coach, we have our GM, we have our owner, everything's the same. The only thing is that we got to get our players. But I know damn sure the Cowboys and the Giants, when now the Redskins can at least say they have a coach. But we know two of y'all don't have anything positive to look forward to as far as coaching. But anyway, we going to take our L's. And we going to take that like men. But I'm proud of my team. But anyway, man, the special teams, Jake Elliott, he hit his field goals. He hit what he needed to. He got the points on the board for us. He was basically the player of the game when it came to that. Miles Sanders, he just got to catch the ball. Doug Peterson's got to get better at play calling. We need to get an offensive coordinator in here that can work with Doug and to Carson's strengths. Defensive coordinator, we need somebody, at least have somebody that can put something in Jim Schwartz's ear that says, hey, in this particular situation, we should do this. And that's it. So, you know what? Always and forever, go Birds. And I'll be forever screaming, EAGLES, Eagles. And that's what will always be what's up. You guys take it easy. Eagles fans, one love and peace. I'm out.
And from the 25 now, Wentz off the fake, looking around.
Clowney needs to be fined for this hit. He should have been ejected. You see here, he's already going down. Boom. That's all she wrote.